Hey there, and welcome to this episode of Play School. My name is Ann McKittrick. I'm the founder of Nurtured Noggins, and today I'm going to talk with you about puzzles. Now, we can begin introducing puzzles to our babies when in that very first year. And so I'm just going to show you some different puzzles and just kind of some features of them and what children are actually learning in the first 3 to 4 years as they are working on puzzles, okay? So this one is my very first one. And this, as you can see, is a very simple puzzle. It only has 3 pieces. Each of the pieces has a knob on it. And so this allows the baby to grab the piece and hold on to it like that. Now, you could put this out for your child to have and to manipulate and to look at anytime from 6 months plus. They might pick up these pieces and just look at them. They probably mouth them a little bit. They won't begin to put them into the puzzle and try to make it fit into the space until they at least are sitting up straight, maybe even crawling and beginning to walk. So that would be about the time, probably about 10, 11, 12 months of age. You would just have this out and just have it there for children to play with and experiment with. Now, what I do when I'm sitting with a baby and we've got some puzzles out like this on the floor, you just kind of have it there on the floor with them or on a table or a high chair. Initially, just kind of lay the pieces so that all they have to do is move them ever so slightly to get them to fit. And then, of course, you have a big celebration. Oh, look at that. You got the piece in the puzzle. And then, just kind of lay it and then they slide it in. As they get more proficient at that, then you would begin to put the pieces out here and see if they can find the right spot for it. Of course, these puzzle pieces match. All you have to do is match the picture and move it around so that the pieces go in. So this is the very first beginning puzzle. As you can imagine, there's lots of great things that children are learning here. First of all, they are getting some fine motor strength developed as they pick up the pieces and move them around. They also are learning some problem-solving skills, perseverance. They're looking at the pictures and beginning to match. Of course, they're identifying what these animals are. You can talk about dogs and cats and birds and use it to develop their language as well. So this is puzzle number 1. And then the next level up, this also is a 1-to-1 puzzle. So there's one piece that goes in one spot and you match the shapes. Of course, you can see that these shapes beginning to get a little bit more complicated, especially the star will be the hardest one for them to get in. This puzzle is labeled 2+, and so I wouldn't expect a kid to be able to fully do all of these pieces and get them in the right spot until they're almost into their 2nd birthday, or maybe a little bit after that. But this is a great one. Of course, it's identifying shapes. You've got lots of colors. You've got lots of matching, and you can talk about all of the different characteristics of the different shapes, and then you can point those shapes out in their other toys because shapes are all over the place with young kids. So this would be the next step up. It's a 1-to-1 correspondence puzzle. Then the next step is a puzzle where there are actually pieces that you have to fit together and put them in the right spot. Now, this puzzle is marked 2+. I think that probably you would be at the end of your 2nd year before you would really be able to put this puzzle together because it's a little bit tricky. You have to match the shapes, when all the pieces come out, they don't look anything like a fire truck. And so taking these and matching them to the picture is a really great skill, this 1-to-1 correspondence, matching the colors and the lines and the shapes and getting it all to fit together. This is just you can see a lot more complicated. Children will be able to kind of put the pieces in, kind of think about how they're going to do it, test it out, see what works and what doesn't work. And what you will see is a lot of trial and error with this puzzle. So once a kid can master this one, that is really good. They have got some great puzzle skills, and they are ready to move in their third and 4th year into a puzzle like this one. And so I just wanted to point out this puzzle got a lot of pieces to it, but it also, one of the differences is it doesn't have the picture behind where the pieces go. And so it's a lot more challenging and complicated complicated for a kid to figure out. Not only are they looking at the puzzle shapes, puzzle piece shapes to match them, but mostly what they're doing is they're creating the pictures. And so this is a really nice picture because it's got such good contrast with the different animals. Children will be looking for similarities in the colors and in the designs and try to create, the full animal to finish it. It gives them lots of good hints as they are trying to put the puzzle together. Eventually, after they've practiced and done this over and over and over, they'll remember, and so they're working on their memory skills as well. When young children work puzzles, they are working through this problem-solving process of putting the pieces together to create something that is completely finished and done at the end. And so it's a very satisfying thing. I know that you probably can imagine. I love it whenever I am able to put together a really complex jigsaw puzzle myself. It's just really fun and very satisfying. So I hope that this Christmas and for birthdays and as gift-giving occasions come up, that you will ask for puzzles for your kid, or you'll look for them. There's no batteries, they don't make noise. There's a lot of great things about puzzles. When your child works puzzles, they are learning to accept the challenge when they sit down to do it. They are overcoming problems, and they are really dealing with their frustrations, because you know how frustrating it is when puzzle pieces don't fit. So how can you help your child as they're working a puzzle? Well, it depends on how old they are. If they are working one like this, I have worked this one many times with children who are at my house, and we talk about the pictures and the shapes and the colors and how to match the colors. But it is always better for us just to give little hints and then step back and wait for them to solve the problem themselves rather than showing them what to do. Anytime a kid can do things on their own, then that is so much more a valuable learning experience than us showing them how to do things. So have fun playing with puzzles with your child and enjoy watching that little mind grow. Watch those little wheels turn and see how they learn through the process. Have fun.